What is up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Barbecue, and a while back I saw this Tuscan butter shrimp recipe on a keto website and I figured I'd give it a try. This is pretty similar to something that I've tried before, but we're going to try this specific recipe out right now. Now, for those of you guys that live in Alabama, I happen to be rocking this Alabama shirt right here. I just drove through there a couple weeks ago and picked this up, so what's up to everybody out there? As far as this recipe goes, listen, if you have 20, 30 minutes to, put together a few ingredients, you can hook this right on up. So before we get cooking, let's come in, take a look at what these ingredients are. So these are the ingredients we're going to need to hook this up. I will be having a list of ingredients and amounts in the description below. So first of all, I have some 16-20 count shrimp, and I already have that seasoned with salt and pepper. You don't need to go with the large shrimp, but I'm just letting you know that's what I used. For those of you guys that don't know, whenever they say the count of a shrimp, so 16 to 20 counts of a shrimp, it means that there's between 16 to 20 shrimp per pound. I have some basil, and I just have that, this is fresh basil, I just have that rough chopped. If you don't have basil, you can go ahead and rock this out with a little bit of spinach instead, or half and half. You have some rough chopped garlic. Back here hiding, I got some roasted red peppers, lemon juice, some cherry tomatoes that are halved, some finely grated Parmesan cheese, butter, olive oil, and this is, I've kind of changed this recipe up a little bit anyway, but bam, these capers, this really brings a recipe like this together. Got that, and then we have our whipping cream or heavy cream. Those are all the ingredients you need. I'm going to get my skillet out here. We're going to get hooking this up. Okay guys, I started off with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I got that right at the smoking point. And now I'm going to cook off my shrimp on both sides for about 2 minutes. So that's been 2 minutes on that side. Just going to flip them, let them go for another 2 minutes. So that's been another 2 minutes. We're going to take this shrimp out and set it off to the side. And I just rinsed out the same bowl that I had the shrimp in earlier, and we're just adding it back into that bowl. Alright, now we're going to add our butter. Going to melt that down. And this is going to be one of those recipes where you're not going to be worried about if the butter gets browned at all. That's going to be some additional flavor in here. And that's melted enough. Let's hit it with some garlic. I'm going to cook this for about a minute. So we've had a chance to let this garlic go for about a minute. Now we're going to add our half cherry tomatoes, our roasted peppers, and we're going to be adding our capers. Now if you're not used to cooking with capers, taste this liquid that's in there and see if that's what you like. If you don't like that flavor, don't add that liquid in. But I like it, so we're going to add the liquid and capers in. We're going to give that a good stir. We're going to cook these until the tomatoes look like they're just about to start to burst. So these tomatoes are right about where you want them. You can tell that the skins are starting to get a little wrinkled. Just add our basil in. We're going to cook that until the basil wilts down. So now that we have our basil wilted, we're going to add our cream. I'm just eyeballing it. Like I said, there will be amounts in the description. This is going to be kind of personal preference. We got that. Hit it with our Parmesan cheese. Stir this in. I'm going to let this come together for about 3 minutes. Now at this point, I'll be tasting it to see if it needs any more salt and pepper. If it does, we'll add it. If not, we won't. Okay guys, this sauce is reduced down. I'm gonna throw back in our shrimp and our lemon juice. And I'm gonna basically turn this off and just let the shrimp cook through with the residual heat. Okay, so this has had a chance to sit for about 4 or 5 minutes. Shrimp's cooked through. We're gonna plate this up and taste it and see if it's a winner. So for all of you 1980s AWA wrestling fans, it's time to get down to the taste test on this. I'm here with Head Tbsp over here. Let's go ahead and get in. Now I have his, now I didn't throw in any pasta or any zoodles or anything like that inside of this recipe, but I did have him make some on the side, and he has his over some, I think those are sweet potato zoodles to be a little bit specific. And I'm just having just a taste of this because he brought me home a little dinner, so I'm going to be eating that.
That sauce got a nice rich flavor. Shrimp's nice and tender. Ooh, that's real good.
The recipe that inspired me did not have capers. I'm going to tell you. Capers make this recipe. Anyway, for those of you guys that have been rocking with me for a while, you know I became an over-the-road trucker. Just got a little bit more time to head back out on the road, but I do appreciate you guys for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.